And it's time for another matchup in the second round of the Big Lager Championship. Let's have a look at the table. So here is the table, and we are getting close now to the end of the second round. In the last matchup, if you remember, the Champignoils moved past the San Miguel. It basically just really flavourful beer, really impressive, real contender, I think, for the crown, this one, but we'll see how far it goes. Another beer that I was quite impressed with is happening today. Is that a way of saying it? It's happening today. Yes, it's the next matchup, which will be between the Birra Mapelli, which I remember being quite impressed with, and the San Martinez, which I remember being quite impressed with as well. So these are both two beers that I was saying that I thought they were really good. I remember they saying this one was really good. I've only had it once though, so we'll see how it tastes when it's up against something like this. What can I say? Birra Mapelli, Aldi's version of Birra Moretti. San Martinez, Lidl's version of San Miguel. 5% ABV for this one. And this one is 4.6% ABV. Is there much more to say? I don't really know. I don't think so. What can I say? Yeah, so this one says San Martinez, but it says it's a world beer. Premium cerveza, but I've noticed it doesn't actually pretend to be Spanish anywhere on the can, which is something I noticed when I was looking at it before. Yeah, it's got Spanish language writing on it. It says especial, it says cerveza. But it calls itself a world beer. It doesn't mention any Spanish cities or anything. It doesn't say Barcelona or anything like that on it, like some of them do. It basically just says it's a world beer. So that's interesting. For something that looks like it's trying to be like San Miguel, it doesn't actually claim to be Spanish in any way, shape or form, really. Birra Mapelli, however, does have Italia printed right on the front of the bottle. So we are acting like this is an Italian style premium lager, but it's made with German and Austrian barley malt. That is interesting. So yeah, what can I say? So yeah, it doesn't say much else about it. It's Birra Mapelli, it's a premium lager. It's San Martinez, it's a lager. Let's get these poured out into glasses and let's start the taste test. Okay, beer's poured. One on the right pouring with much less of a head than the one on the left, I have to say. So see, let's tell you which one is which first of all. So this is which one is which. Okay, that's which one was which. So let's have a little look at these two. So looking at them, they are a very different colour, I would say, in lager terms. This one is far more amber. This one is more of a pale straw colour. This one's got bubbles rushing up more, but I'm starting to think this is the Rivington glass. I think the Rivington glass always seems to have the bubbles rushing up quicker. So it might be to do with the design. I think it might be the logo on the bottom, actually. So all that nonsense I was talking about, all the bubbles rushing up to the top, I think it's the logo, the Rivington logo stamped on the bottom of the glass that's causing them bubbles. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a little bit of a thing here as well as a little, that's interesting, like two little teardrops on the bottom of the Budvar glass. But this has got a much bigger logo, and the bubbles appear to be coming from the logo on the bottom of the glass. So there you go. That's an interesting little thing. So anyway, yeah, this one's more amber in colour, and this is lighter, more of a pale straw colour. Would that give away which is which? I don't know. I'm trying not to think which is which, but I think with these two beers, it's going to be very hard to not know which is which. So let's get a nose on them. So I'll get a nose on this one first. So let's do it. Oh, it smells fresh. It smells fragrant. It smells a little bit wheaty, a little bit bready. It smells a little bit lemony. Just the smell's just leaping out at me. A little bit sweet on the nose. It actually smells lovely. It smells really good. A little bit of syrupiness in there. Yeah, that's got a nice nose in it, I'd say, for a lager. Let's try this one. Let's see what the nose on this one is like. Here we go. That one. It's more malty. A lot more bubbles. It's got a nice head, that, though. It's slowly falling down the glass. Smells a bit... I mean, again, that's syrupy. It's quite malty. It's got a little bit... a little bit like, I don't know, like petrol or gas or something in the smell there. A little bit of, dare I say, rubber? I don't know. It smells a bit smoky as well. It's like a almost smoky kind of, I don't know, when, is it spent matches? So it's something to do with fire, something to do with maybe petrol, or I don't know. Odd smell there, a little bit of orange as well in the smell. Interesting, interesting. This is the one I think it is. I didn't think it smelled like that, but yeah, odd smell that one. Odd smell, a little bit fruity. It's got, I say, some strange smoky, petrol-y smells to it. I think it's has got a bit of malt. It's got a little bit of kind of like marmalade, almost like a jammy smell in there. It's strange. Anyway, let's start tasting them. I'm going to go on this one first. Cheers. So that's really crisp, really clean. Got a nice bit of bitterness. A bit of biscuity aftertaste. Yeah, it's really quite crisp. It's quite clean. It's a little bit bitter. It's almost giving me kind of Pilsnery vibes. If I'm not, I'm not. If I'm not mistaken, but there's something there in there that to me is giving me almost like Krombachery vibes. Very interesting, very nice. A nice little biscuity aftertaste, almost like Krombachery, but a little bit muted from that, which is not something I would have ever expected from either of these beers. Let's try this one next. Here we go. Cheers. So that's got a full body to it. It's quite sweet. It's malty. It's a bit syrupy. I'm almost getting something a little bit of Marmitey in there as well. A strong savoury note. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's quite malty. It's a little bit syrupy. It's not particularly crisp. A little bit wallowy. It's okay. It does dry out of the mouth quite a bit towards the end. Not much of an aftertaste to speak of, but it's really dry in my mouth like that. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. It's got a bit of a bitterness, possibly a little bit apple in the flavour as well. But it's quite flavourful. It's quite flavourful. It's almost bordering, almost like on like bitter ale kind of tones. Possibly a tad of dirtiness in the flavour. Let's go back to this one. So, why is a crispy one that though? That is. I mean, this is crisp. It's refreshing. It's clean. It's got a bit of bitterness, but it's really drinkable. Really drinkable. It's just crisp and clean. It's almost like it cleanses your palate after this one. This one I'd say is a little bit heavy. It doesn't. It's not giving me what I really want from a lager. It's a little bit kind of muddy in the flavour, I think. I mean, the flavour's quite complex in there, but it's a bit strange. It's not bad. I do like this one. But I wouldn't say it's particularly refreshing. It's a little bit dull. Yeah, it's quite a whole mouth feel. It's got quite a bit of maltiness to it. It's, it's decent. I think I know which one it is. But this one is surprising me. I don't remember this one being this good. I mean, it's lovely and clean. And crisp and refreshing. And dry. It's got a nice little bit of an aftertaste there. Bit lemony, bit grassy. This one has to take the win. If this has got to be the Birra Mapelli, there's no way it's nothing else, which is weird because it's Italian. And I said I'm getting Pilsner vibes from it, and I'm getting kind of Pilsner vibes from it, which is interesting. This one is a very different beer. I'm not sure if I'm getting over that kind of marmitey taste I'm getting in there. It's not very refreshing up until the point where it almost feels kind of warm. I'd have it again, but it's not as good as this one. I'm assuming that's the San Martinez. It's not as good as I remember it. I won't lie. But it's decent. It is decent. Yeah, decent beer. I still think it's decent. It was beaten by a better beer. This one is better. I mean, it's just crisp. It's refreshing. It's just lovely. I could drink that all day long. That one, I'd be sick of it after one can, I think. I think after I finish the can, I'll be a bit sick of it. So there we go. So that one's going through, but I'll just find out if I was right, and I will be back. I'll be right back. So I was right. This is the Birra Mapelli, Aldi's version of Birra Moretti. Better than Birra Moretti's version of Birra Moretti, definitely. And certainly better than Lidl's version. And this was the San Martinez. Not amazing, gotta say. But not bad. It is very different. It is very malty. I can almost see what they're trying to do with this. They were trying to get it like the Spanish San Miguel rather than the UK brewed San Miguel. It's just a little bit much for me. It's a little bit sweet for me. On second tasting, I mean, when it won in the last round, I don't know what it was up against, but it obviously tasted a million times better than whatever the other one was. But it's a bit muddy in the taste. And when I'm drinking that, all I want to do is get back into this one, just to cleanse my palate a bit, get it nice and fresh for another drink of beer. And that is, it's crisp, it's bitter, it's not massively brimming with flavour, but it doesn't have to be. It's 4.6%. I say it's fairly tasty, it's fairly bitter, it's fairly dry. It's not unbelievable, but it's got everything that I'd want in a good lager. But possibly in slightly smaller measures than things like Krombacher or some of the great Helles beers that I keep going on about. Yeah, a little bit bubbly, but it just kind of keeps it interesting. I wouldn't say it's particularly gassy. It's just nice. It's just a nice, crisp, refreshing Italian style lager, which I know they tend to be quite crisp and quite dry as well. But it is bordering to me on like a Pilsner in the flavour. But oh yeah, it's made with German and Austrian malt. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. If it's made with German malts, maybe that's why it's giving me a kind of a Pilsner-esque vibe, or maybe I'm just talking nonsense. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll find out one day, maybe. But until next time, have a good one.